Hello everyone, welcome to Achievers IAS classes. Let's begin a discussion on the current events of 28 November 2018. The first issue in news is regarding the recent deposition or the observations made by the RBI Governor before the Parliamentary Panel on Finance. The RBI Governor made three key points. Firstly, on the primary importance of the RBI and its autonomy in order to safeguard depositors' interests. Secondly, on the issue of monetary policy, which should be the exclusive domain of the RBI, and finally, on the maintenance of central bank's reserves, which is extremely essential for maintaining the country's AAA ratings. He also cautioned against the centre's move on interfering on key issues such as the prompt corrective action, classification of non-performing assets, and the quantum of surplus to be transferred to the central government by the RBI. Further, he has highlighted several risks to the economy, including the oil prices, the uncertainty over the effect of MSP, as well as the lower than expected GST collections. These could pose various challenges to the centre's expectations of meeting the fiscal responsibility and budget management targets. Noting that the non-performing assets of the scheduled commercial banks have reduced in the previous 2 quarters, he has however pointed that the profitability of banks was still negatively impacted due to the decline in earnings from various loan assets on down the higher provisioning requirements due to the deterioration in asset quality. Finally, the RBI has highlighted the slow pace of GST collections and the various farm loan waivers offered by many states, which could put pressure on the expenditure side of the government's finances. Given the recent tussle between the central government and the RBI on various of these issues, we have to wait and watch the future developments and will further look into this in the coming days. The next issue in news is also related to the first topic, that is, regarding oil prices and rupee value. The rupee has gained almost 5% from its lowest values, which it had reached in October, due to one of the main factors, that is the fall in oil prices. This is because India imports almost 80% of its oil requirements, and Brent crude oil prices have dropped as much as 30% since October. Also, there are worries of possible oversupply in the markets due to the accommodative stance of the US on Iran and the boom in shale oil production. All these factors have given a big relief to the central government, which has faced increasing macroeconomic and political pressure due to rising oil prices. Further, the impending meeting of the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries will make clear the response of these oil producers to the sharp drop in oil prices, as well as the shale oil companies are likely to respond to the falling prices by cutting down production. Till so far, India should capitalize on the relief offered by the fall in oil prices and thereby improve its current account and fiscal deficits. On that note, let's move on to the next issue, which is regarding Cyclone Gaja and the damage caused by it. Cyclone Gaja is a major disaster, particularly in terms of its economic impact in Tamil Nadu, which is comparable to that of the tsunami of 2004. The suffering, the loss, the displacement, the affected communities which have lost their houses, farms, the water resources which are contaminated, and the disrupted electricity supply just shows its enormous magnitude. Also, many areas still remain inaccessible due to the blockage of roads by fallen trees. In this regard, various measures have to be taken by both the central and state government with regards to restoration, rehabilitation, and mitigation efforts, starting with a moratorium on agricultural loans and a fair compensation scheme for those who have suffered crop losses, for which the centre's Fasal Bima Yojana is an important tool. Further, given the experience of Kerala floods and the average citizen's willingness to contribute towards relief efforts, the government should focus on administrative efficiency to encourage citizens' contributions. In total, the relief program must match the scale of the disaster for which the government as well as the average citizens should work in tandem. The final issue in news today is regarding ISRO's imaging satellite HISIS. This is the country's first hyperspectral imaging satellite which is aimed at advanced Earth observation. A hyperspectral imaging camera is one which can provide well-defined images that can not only identify objects on Earth but has an added advantage in watching over the country across sectors including defense, agriculture, land using, and mineral exploration. Also, the hyperspectral imaging satellite can mark out a suspect object or a person on ground, thereby deterring trans-border infiltration. The primary goal of the satellite is to study the Earth's surface in visible, near infrared, and shortwave infrared regions, and this is the first satellite with such capability. On that note, I'm wrapping up today's news analysis. Do like, share, and comment to support this initiative. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.